Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Duke Silver and today we are playing Zippee again. I know it's only been a couple days since my last Zippee video, but I figured new hero, we might as well get some games in. So I'll probably upload another one in another couple days and I've been playing Zippee every time it's been offered, so I figured it's new and exciting and possibly gonna get nerfed, so let's get in some games while we can with this version. Yeah, so I locked the black cat there in the first shop, and then I locked it again just because I think black cat plus minotaur is enough stats that like it's fine to lock. It's not quite as good as Mim, although there are some upsides to minotaur over Mim, just minotaur being an actual unit that can get into combat. But yeah, so we're just gonna cast the Mix-a-Wizzle here. There's nothing really in this shop that's super exciting. I don't mind lucky, but I think we want to get some stats on this board if we can. And unfortunately, again, we don't really find anything. A shop full of 2s here on level 3 isn't what we're looking for. So we're just gonna finish the Cindy quest and see what treasure we get. And we're gonna take monster manual here. We do have a couple monsters. I mean, this shadow assassin is temporary, but it's still a monster. So we're gonna sell Cindy to get this Mim and hope that we get enough power on the board to draw, and we do. Without buying a character, we're pretty fortunate to get that tie or that win there in combat. I think this might be a mistake taking the second cut purse. I think honestly I should have taken either Soul Tiny or the first cut purse for the Sure Shot plus Lonely Prince combo. I think that's just a better turn overall. So this combat doesn't look incredibly good for us, but fortunately our Queen of Hearts has enough stats to just kind of run away with it by itself, and we do get the win there in what seemed like a pretty unlikely combat. And we find Friendly Spirit immediately on 4.0, and we have Monster Manual, so I feel pretty good about just taking this Friendly Spirit and jamming Evil Twin on it. Yes, I mean evil Friendly Spirit is definitely something. I mean, Friendly Spirit in general is something that we're pretty interested in, but the fact that it's evil means it's actually going to synergize with our board a little bit, which is fantastic. One of my hesitations about taking Friendly Spirit is sometimes I'm too deep in evils and end up feeling like it kind of is an anti-synergy, but here we don't have that problem at all, so that's fantastic. And also a tripled Friendly Spirit is such an enormous power spike. We do lose this combat, and that Morgan's going to get 2 experience from that wish, which is something we should make note of. They're going to be very strong later, I'm assuming. And yeah, these treasures are not exactly the pick of the litter here, so we're gonna take a Merlin's hat. We would like cheaper experience spells, and we'll just get some econ value, and we'll take another kidnap there. I mean, it's free, and we're gonna sell for the second Queen of Hearts. It's a level 3 pair. We would like to get like a treasure map out of it. Or, I mean, a crystal ball even, at this point, but... Alright, we win that combat pretty handily. And there's a cheap experience spell. I could triple the Friendly Spirits first, but I decided not to. And we actually get kind of paid off for not doing that yet here. By we getting a Skips Puzzle Rune, which means next turn we can just Evil Twin the Friendly Spirit, replace that Puzzle Rune, and move straight to 6. So we're gonna get 3 experience in the next, or between now and the next turn. 3 bonus experience, that is. And we have 12 quest progress triggers here on our hero power. So like, there's an outside chance that Beauty has a bunch of tokens with like Queen of Hearts or something like that. So I'm gonna lock this shop for the TLK. And then if we can somehow get our second Evil Twin now, then we can triple the Lance and immediately kiss it to a golden 6. And if not, we're gonna TLK the Vampire. Because I mean, the Vampire, its usefulness just does not last long. It's getting a lot of attack from those monster manuals, or from the monster manual, but yeah, we don't get the second evil twin. There were no tokens to speak of on that board, so we're just going to triple our friendly spirit, replace our skip spells of rune, and TLK the Vampire and move on. Take a pair of Sporkos. And there's a Boomhilda. We can't quite get to it, but I do like having Boomhilda, especially now that we have the horn. But yeah, we will lock the Sporko triple here, and we'll just we'll open up a slot in the shop and take our take a chicken to bank a couple gold. This Merlin was quite big. We lose that combat. Health totals in the lobby are dropping pretty low. We're gonna take Sky Castle here. The upside of being able to evil twin Lancelot or Hercules with a single evil twin is just too high to pass up. Speaking of Lancelot is in the shop, and I was gonna evil twin it immediately, but the fact that we can get the trigger immediately without using our evil twin just seemed more appealing. Although there is a real upside to evil twin, tripling it with evil twin and getting the treasure that way. Because I mean, whatever we TLK, which we just locked TLK as well, and whatever we TLK the golden lance into, and since the lance would have been evil from the evil twin, whatever we TLK it into becomes evil as well. Which like could matter. Like an evil Jormungand is not too bad. It at least plays on like an evil board. It's a bunch of stats, but yeah, there's a couple other like really good hits that you wouldn't mind being evil, like in some cases Scion of the Storm. But yeah, so we finish it and we TLK'd immediately into a golden Oni Tyrant, so we might as well take the second Oni Tyrant. So now this golden friendly spirit that's got so much attack on it is really gonna be great, since it's gonna be getting +30/+30 every time it attacks. And because we have this Evil Eye and Horn, I'm very tempted to just take this Green Knight, and I think I'm going to. It adds more stats to our friendly spirit as well, and once we get another Evil Twin, which we're only two triggers away, 2 kills away from getting, we'll be able to triple it into an evil Green Knight, which is gonna fit on like a monster board actually pretty well. Especially if we end up moving into like Pumpkin or something. That's actually one like huge strength that I've found with Zippee is being able to turn certain good characters into pieces of an evil comp. Like obviously Empress P and Green Knight are fantastic, as well as Robin Hoods. Robin Hoods don't really care about being good or evil unless they're specifically in Good Boy. But being able to put evil Robin Hoods in a tree comp or in a pumpkin comp is actually fantastic. And again, evil friendly spirit with these Oni Tyrants in a monsters comp is actually a huge benefit. Attempting to just take the singing sword here and move into pumpkin, but we are going to take the wand of weirding. Mostly because monsters like the way we're set up now have a hard time finishing in general, and we could have tripled this Green Knight, but I don't think there's any treasures that we're like desperate to replace. We just picked up this wand, and so we're gonna see what else we get. Yeah, I was saying monsters have a hard time finishing in general because they're very high tempo. I mean, Oni Tyrant is a little bit slow generally for tempo, but it does do some work, as you can see here. Once if you can get enough multiples, basically, then Oni Tyrant becomes very strong. And we find a Princess P, and we're going to immediately triple it with 2 of our 3 evil twins here. And there's an argument for spear over wand here. Like, we haven't gotten any, or like the wand hasn't been particularly exciting right now. We're mostly gonna look to use it to triple like Pigomorphs and stuff, but it's possible that just stacking up the bonus stats from attacking with spear and the Oni Tyrants is worth more. But hey, we do get to double Candy Rain, so we're getting that wand value. All right, looks like this ghost got a late beginning stone and didn't end up getting too many stats with it. All right, there's another green knight, so we're gonna take that, and then we're just gonna fire off the evil twin. That gives us a 6 treasure, and we're gonna take Phoenix Feather over the wand. I think Phoenix Feather is really good here because we can make this friendly spirit nice and big and then resummon it for like a friendly Phoenix comp. And that's going to add just a ton of stats to our board. Like getting +40/+40 attacking, and if it trades then it gets resummoned and then attacks again and gets +40/+40 is going to be just an absurd amount of stats. So yeah, it attacks, attacks into the Storm King there and then attacks into it again. We both have a Phoenix Feather, but yeah, we get to put all those stats on our board twice. One of them goes on to the Empress P, which we don't ever get to crack, but yeah, if we had, then our supports would have gotten absurdly large. But yeah, we're gonna take a couple pumpkins here. I think pumpkins fit in pretty well with this comp, although the positioning gets a little bit awkward because we want to play everything. We want to play both pumpkins. We want to play all the Oni Tyrants. We need to play both supports for the Princess P, and we want to play this friendly spirit. So it's a little bit awkward. So we're gonna play just one pumpkin, and unfortunately Medusa attacks directly into our pumpkin, or our friendly spirit. We lose a bunch of stats that way. But we have so many stats from our supports that these Medusas aren't even that effective, really. Also, we have so many stats that the Oni Tyrant survives until the pumpkin gets to attack and still gets the bonus from the front row. So that's not something you often see. Tempting to just take the Herc and triple it, but like again, there's no real. I don't think there's any 6s that we're like immediately looking for or anything that we really want. The Horn and Evil Eye, I think, are just fine, incomparable to any 6 at this point in the game. And here, this is a little bit awkward because we have to sell out of our pair of pumpkins to buy this second Boomhilda. But we're gonna do it. I think getting a golden Boomhilda is pretty important with our treasure setup. And the Boomhilda stats make the pumpkins better themselves. So we get a good attack into the Cupid, but our Empress P does get Pigomorphed. Our friendly Phoenix gets. Our friendly spirit gets attacked into while its attack power is the highest, so we do get to resummon it and add those stats twice, making an enormous pumpkin there and an enormous Boomhilda. And yeah, the friendly spirit stats are enough to carry us to victory. So yeah, this is like I said, Zippee is like a really flexible hero and really powerful. It can seem like it doesn't have a hero power because you don't get your evil twin to like 3.2, 4.0 sometimes if you have a bad run of it, but I feel like it stabilizes super well, and there's just so many synergies with it. And yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with it, but it does seem like it's at the top of the lobby a little too often. Like it's almost like having Wonder Waddle, where you can just get random triples easily, but at any level. So maybe it's a little bit too good. Maybe the counter is even too low, but I feel like increasing the counter, I guess it just makes it a worse hero earlier. It kind of turns it into like closer to like Zelhua, maybe. Like Zelhua at level 4, you're not exactly stabilized immediately, but you can kind of stabilize quickly. Whereas I think with Zippee, you're generally stabilizing immediately on 4. Like you can find any number of good 4 drops, like Gingerbread Knight if you're really low, or Friendly Spirit, of course, as we saw in this game, or Lady of the Lake even. And those can go a long way. And that's not to mention like if you have some golden royals already on your board and you see an Arthur and just evil twin it immediately, like you can start scaling really fast. Yeah. But yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it, and it really helps the channel out. Yeah, let me know what you think about Zippee now that we've had almost a week with the new hero. And yeah, follow me over on Twitch. I've been streaming regularly. I've streamed for like 12 days in the past like couple weeks, so yeah, give me a follow over there and come hang out when I go live. So if that's something you are interested in doing, I would love to see you over there. But yeah, I think that's it for today. I will see you tomorrow.